Welcome back to the morning show on XL7 TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zadora. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Another week.
Yes, sir. It's been, talking to people, getting things done, getting things ready for closing, changing some closing dates around. People kind of lose track of all the paperwork that's got to get done to get things done. And, trying to stay on top of that and make sure that everything is timely, everything gets filed properly and sent to the right people. And my honey does that. She's the back of the house, and that's her deal. And she's the role that she's gladly taken, and she does a great job with it, just making sure that we're timely with things and that things are going forward. Checking to make sure the loans have gone through, checking to make sure that the title work is done, making sure that the closing company has all the documents they need, the mortgage payoffs on things, making sure that, there's a ton of stuff that goes on that we really don't think about as needing to, as part of the deal. You think it just was, I want to buy this house and show up at the closing, and we use it in the commercial, and that's really, see at the closing, but there's all of that goes on to make that closing possible and to help to get it done. Mm-hmm. And that's a big part of what we do. We have, a lot of irons in the fire and keeping all the jobs straight. And
talk about that a minute. How many people from the showing to the closing would you guess are involved in that transaction?
Well, you got generally start with home inspectors, the bank to make sure that they were pre-approved, that that letter is good and that they've actually done the work. Bank, finance company, whatever it's going to be. Appraisers that come out to the house from the bank, make sure that the bank's money. We think that we're buying the house, but we're not buying the house. You, me, Scooter, whatever. The bank is buying the house, and the bank wants to protect their investment. Mm-hmm. So that's what that appraiser is there for. He's not there for the buyer. He's not there for the seller. He's there for the bank. Mm-hmm. And she, whatever the case may be, when they come out, their mission is to make sure that that house is worth enough to cover the bank's investment. So the more you put down, it sometimes makes it a little easier for that to happen. That the bank doesn't have as much of a risk out there. And when they come out, that's their job, and people kind of forget that. They think that you, the buyer, are paying for it, but they're not really working for you. Get done with that. Get the inspectors, then get the inspector back out there to see if the repairs were done. Dealing with repairmen to make sure that electrical items are squared away, that different things that come up in the inspection have been repaired, that has been done to the satisfaction of the buyer. We got into a deal with paint this week. You never know what people are going to ask for when they do that. So when you get done with that, again, the closing company, getting their paperwork together so they can get the title work together so that they can get the payoffs for the loans, any money that may be owed on that house. Mm-hmm. Checking to make sure that if the house is being sold, that there's no third cousin twice removed that Uncle Fred hand wrote in on a will somewhere that, when it got filed, it's on the deed. And then you got to go find that person to get them to sign. And we've had cases where there were like 7 people on there. Try to track down 7 people in a 2-3 week period of time. So title companies are well worth for the little bit that they really make on each deal. They're integral to getting this done to make sure that when you buy that property, that there's no liens or any encumbrances on it. And then it's just making sure that everybody has done what they're supposed to do, show up on the day, and hopefully it all goes that everybody has done their job. Buyer comes in, sign. Seller comes in, sign. Like, that was easy. but without realizing everything that goes into that.
Are the days of everybody sitting at the table together and passing the papers around, are those pretty much
Yeah,
over?
pretty much. Partly because there's so much paperwork, and you got loan documents and stuff that are out there that maybe it's really not the other side's business what your financial situation is, on both, on the buyer and the
Right.
seller, as far as how much you actually owe on the home or how much you're going to make from that. So it's easier to just we do it the same day, the same time, so they can chat out in the hallway, but we go into the room one at a time and take care of the business that
Do
way.
their stuff.
It's just it's a little more privacy to that.
A little more? The first-time home buyer, we always talk about it.
Yeah.
Is it getting any easier for them?
It is. The rates are down. They're down low sixes right now. You can do, it's all dependent on your credit. That's the big thing. So you want to, if you're thinking about this, as I've been saying, if you would have started when I started talking about it and been to somebody who knows what they're talking about and had the little blemishes that are on your credit, get them fixed, get them repaired, how to build your credit score up, you can get a much better rate now that the rates have fallen. So, and there was also, I saw that the number of refinances are up like 56%, because that was the people that were in the low sevens, high sixes. They'll come in and take a dive now and see, if they can get in at that 6.2, 6 or 6.1, 6.2. I mean, the rates are really much more attractive than they were. They're down like almost 2 points from where they were 2 years ago.
Well,
That's a lot. I mean, it really is a lot.
of money.
Yeah. Oh, it
Makes a
is.
big difference
It makes
in
it
payment.
exactly when you figured your monthly what you owe every month. That's a big hit.
And it makes the buyability.
Right.
What
How much
you-
home
what
you
you
can
can buy.
afford, but then you got to take into account your insurance, the taxes. All of those things go into that. When the bank is trying to figure out your debt to income ratio, they're taking those numbers into account, things that we don't really think about. It costs money to live in a house. It costs money if you're paying rent. You're still paying those same numbers, but you're not receiving any benefit for them. You're paying the landlord's mortgage.
Right.
And then it's something to keep in mind when you say, well, I'll just rent forever. But nothing's ever yours. Then, you just, and that feeling of being an owner of something and having that responsibility and that pride of ownership of saying, we did this. We managed to scrape things together and get things done and turn it into our place. I always love that chartreuse wall that you made in the kitchen, honey. That just really wakes me up every morning. The kind of things that you can do in your home that you can't do in somebody else's. And it's always going to be that. It could be somebody else's home.
Right. What would you say to the people that say, I'm going to wait till the market corrects itself?
Yeah, well, there's the number of listed homes were at 374. We were at 380 something last week. It's higher than it has been, but there's going to hit that point once as soon as we get through this election, which is I think is got people kind of frozen right now. We've had people that were here that were looking and just went home because they couldn't pull the trigger. They just
Right.
couldn't. We don't know. We're
Too much
we just
unknown.
exactly, and so as soon as that's over and people know, you're going to see those 374 houses will be because people are waiting to buy stuff. There's a lot of people waiting to buy stuff. There's a lot of people that are going to want to come here. For whatever the reason may be, no matter what side wins, there's a lot of people that are going to want to come here anyway for their own reasons. So, we're blessed to be in that area and to be able to take care of people and have people want to come here. That's really the big thing, that people want to come to Mountain Home. There's other parts of the country where they're not really piling into, And so the market will change. The prices will probably take another bump because it's all supply and demand.
Mm-hmm.
And as the rates come down, I think we'll see the difference in the prices.
The best time to buy a home is when you can afford to.
Exactly.
Don't wait.
No.
Let's take a look at your numbers.
Because you want to get out there and you want to be able to be seen. You want to see people. You want to look at homes and have the choices that are out there instead of being stuck saying, okay, we'll have to settle for this
Yeah, we
one.
better take this one because.
Yeah, exactly. This week in real estate, there were 35 new listings came on the market, 4 commercial properties, 7 parcels of land, 24 homes came on the market. They range from $45,000 to $879,000. There were 34 sales, 3 commercial properties, 10 parcels of land sold. So 21 homes sold. They range in price from $45,000 to $371,000. The average sale price this week was $229,000. 87 days on market. 15 properties expired. There were 26 residential price changes, and I'm going to tell you that none of them went up. Currently, there's 374 homes on the MLS. Year to date, for 2024, there's been 791 homes have sold. The average sale price this year is $243,000 with 93 days on market. Last year, there had been 806 homes that sold with an average sale price of $228,000 with 86 days on market. So market's still, things that are priced right, ready to go, they're going. People are waiting to come here, and so the smart ones, as I'll call them, are the ones that are picking stuff up. Something comes up that's nice, it's gone. And prices, stuff that used to be that 180 to 200 is now 225 to 250, 275 is kind of that where those houses have moved to, and that's just the market. That's supply and demand.
How they get you?
You'll give my honey. There we are. She's at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, Retired Arkansas. You see that they're here every morning on the morning show. But big thing, give her a call. She spins the plates. She's like the girl at the circus where you run up and down the thing, spinning those plates. That's her. 870-405-0793.
Let's talk real quick.
Yes.
Got a big event coming up in Marion County in October? Turkey Trot.
We have turkey trots coming up. Yes, it is. We'll have a booth there. It's a great time. If you've never been there, come on out to Turkey Trot. Come see the parade Saturday morning. Come see the bands, the school presentations that go on, the entertainment. They got a little beer garden out there. They got great food. There's different vendors and different little shops and trinkets and doodads, and we'll be there with our tent. The Republican Party will be out there with their tent. We'll have stuff, but it's a great, it's a big family reunion in Marion County. It's a huge family reunion in Marion County, actually, and people plan big parties and big
Meet you at the
events.
trot.
That's it. But Turkey Trot's cool. No more throwing from the sky. Now, what they do is they put little stuffed ones that they got, really cute, and they put gift certificates on there for different grocery stores, whatever it may be, and they drop them down. They drone them up, fly them over, and they drop them with the drone, and you catch. So you got a stuffed little turkey, and mom and dad get some free groceries or whatever it may be. Just really, really cool. Really
It'll be a
cool.
good time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. It is. I have a good time there.
It's been This Week in
Small
Real
town
Estate.
America.
This Week in Real Estate with Bob
Yes.
Zadora. Thanks for joining us. Be back with Football Friday in just a moment.